Live from Factory Underground Radio. It's Strictly Adapted with Quixote and Kate. You're on.
We're back. It's another Saturday. I know.
Did you just say W?
Well, no, I didn't mean to say WW
Yeah,
like
I'm
it
like,
was
wait a
an
second.
extra W.
They're not-
I
no,
meant
but
to
they're not online. It's
I
just
redid the
WFUT.
W
But
when
they're
I was
just-
saying.
They're just FUT.
No, it's WFUT.
WFUT. Oh, see, I thought you were doing www dot.
No,
Like the World Wide Web.
Why would I do a www dot?
I don't know. That's why I was very confused. Do you see where I'm going with this?
No, I don't see what you're going with this. I
All
don't
right,
see.
Here we go.
I'm expecting a rage text from my sister about what needs to be done, what needs to be bought.
Not a rage text.
Who needs to do
She
what.
doesn't rage text.
Make sure you bring up the chairs. Make sure you bring up the tables. Make sure this is done. I can't gotta cook this. You know what? Maybe if I changed. Maybe if we have a rack of lamb. No, you know what? Let's just have spring veggies. I'm just going to find a garden and pick spring veggies. You know what? No, not the spring veggies. I'm going to buy a whole tuna and I'm going to skewer it and then I'm going to grill it.
I'm happy to be the assistant sous chef of chopping.
Kate, you know, I got to say, man, you've been consistent with the sous chef thing, man.
Thank you.
You've been consistent. And,
It's, less pressure.
do you want to move up in the role or do you
I'm
want
good.
something different?
No, give it to the professional. She's a professional at it. No,
Give it
I'm
to-
good.
give it
I'm
to
good
the
with being a
professional.
sous, and it's good.
It's canceled at least 1,000 U.S. flights yesterday after the FAA ordered 10% flight reductions at 40 airports across the country over the next week as air traffic controllers missed another paycheck due to the government shutdown.
Man, I don't know.
I can't show up to work if you ain't paying me, Playboy.
I know, but
But I don't also want to lose a job because I feel like I feel like some
yeah.
people be spiteful.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, well, you didn't come in, so
absolutely.
I'd come in reluctantly.
Yeah. And then maybe call out once or twice.
And then-
Prince Harry.
Prince Harry
Are they at their return?
apologized to the nation of Canada,
For what?
whose head of state, of course, is his
Who
father, King
cares?
Charles III.
He's still head of state of Canada?
He's still the head of state of
Was
Canada.
he ever head of state of Canada? This is bad, y'all. I obviously
guess
was not
so.
paying
Yeah,
attention
I
to
guess.
social studies.
I guess so.
Why did they call it social studies? Way through the year, the brown bag book cover would rip, and you'd have to have mom rewrap it.
Exactly.
But inevitably, she'd always get mad. And I'm like, why are you mad? It's sustained 6 months of torture in and out of a book bag. Like, what are you upset about?
Well, I'll
Shoving
tell
it into a desk.
I'll tell you who's upset. Harry's dad. After he and Meghan Markle wore Los Angeles Dodgers hats to Game 4 of the World Series against the Toronto Blue Jays. Both teams use the same colors, so they might have been confused about that. They showed up to Toronto with Dodgers headgear, and his pops is head of state. Welcome back. Scriptly Adapted on your airways, WFUT, Factory Underground Radio. Here in, listen, if you guys are ever in the area, check out Factory Underground Studios, Norwalk, Connecticut. Amazing spot. You can get all your creative dreams out and do whatever you want, pretty much, man. I mean, there's nothing that this place doesn't do. So it's a solid spot. Welcome back to the show, Kate. This brings us to our couples topic. And, listen, guys, some of these couples topics are not going to be necessarily topics. They're going to be like things to talk about, like with your significant other or something you
That's
want
a
to talk
topic,
about.
babe.
Well, yes, that is a topic, but I'm talking about not as deep.
No,
Everything
it's-
doesn't need to be deep.
No, sometimes it's surface level.
Sometimes it just needs to be surface level.
Surface level ain't so bad. It's what Ariel wanted desperately. Do you see
Ooh.
where I went with that? Little Mermaid.
She wanted what?
She wanted to get to the surface of your partner's beige flags. So, you have red flags, which is like AKA deal breaker. You got your green flags, which are good to go, they're a keeper. And then you have your beige flags, like deal breaker, but something you could probably want to change if you needed to, but it won't destroy the relationship.
Right.
Yeah,
it won't
no.
destroy the relationship. But it's
yeah.
definitely something to be like. So if you're with your significant other, which we always like to say every week, or if you're with someone that you sort of like and you want to just, talk about this.
And I do want to say,
Oh, yes, Kate.
if you guys ever want to share, for those of you that are in marriages or relationships, if you ever want to share.
Or situationships.
Not those.
No. No.
If you ever want to share your couple topic answers, we can post them on our social media. Always trying to be engaging, including people. But yeah. So again, what are some of your partner's beige flags?
Beige flags.
You better be respectful. That's all I'm saying.
Kate, I'm going to be honest.
Wait. Oh, you're starting first.
No, ladies first.
Oh, thank you.
Because
Thank
I'm
you.
very curious to see what you would have to say about my beige flag.
I have a few.
You have a few beige flags?
I have two major ones.
Wow.
The first one is, it's just unfathomable to me how long Coyote takes to put on either the air or the heat once seasons change. It's just unfathomable to me how long Coyote takes to put on either the air or the heat once seasons change. It's like he's sticking to it, and he refuses unless it's like Arctic outside or hell outside to put on the appropriate heat AC HVAC unit. Clothes to try to hunt down where each piece of apparel needs to go. He switches it up. Oh no, now my tank tops and my whatever they're called, undershirts, go over here. Oh, no, don't put them there. My gym shorts belong in this closet. Like, I don't understand. And then a week later, hey, so now you're going to put the gym shirts and the gym shorts together and put them in the drawer under the bed. Okay, hold up.
This sounds this sounds like stuff you really wanted to get off your chest.
I am so irritated about that. Like, I've stopped putting his clothes away. I wash them, I fold them. The rest is up to you, Playboy. I don't have time to navigate a closet. I don't have time for that.
It's starting to feel like a wash and fold service. Like you wash my clothes and then she just,
I mean, it's free.
She drops them off in my little room and then just leaves them there so I could distribute where they need to go.
Well, that is correct because you're creating too much work for me.
Flag. Not so much a flag, but like a head. You know how dogs tilt their head when they're looking at you like, what? What are you doing? You want me to chase that thing? Like that sort of thing. The other one was when you have no idea of some of the cartoons I'm referencing when we talk.
But that's not fair.
Kate, come on, bro. What were you doing when you were 5 years old? Reading
yes.
what were you reading?
I was
Stephen King novels?
No, I wouldn't have been able to sleep if that was the case. I was reading avidly, though.
Yeah, reading avidly and not being a child. Who
I didn't like cartoons.
Who didn't know some of these cartoons?
You know what it was? No. It's not that I didn't know them. I didn't really watch them. It wasn't until when I got a little bit older, and then the cartoons got really good. Like we're talking, like Recess and Hey Arnold.
No.
Yeah, man.
No.
Those were the cartoons of the day.
No, they were not the cartoons of the day. The cartoons of the day was DuckTales, Care Bears.
I watched DuckTales.
Tailspin, Darkwing Duck.
I watched all of those.
All those cartoons.
Yeah.
Hey, G.I. Joe.
I love Disney movies. Is that enough?
No.
Transformers.
When I kept naming cartoon shows, and you was like, no, I never watched it. I'm like, Kate, what in the bleep were your parents doing? We got the AMC Stubbs film of the week,
there's
y'all.
There's other stuff here, too. I'm not reading your rundown.
Yeah, just AMC.
Yeah, but you have one and then I put one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, so I had the pleasure of seeing this film, which I did not know how this was going to be or if this was going to be crap or not. I got to tell you, Predator Badlands, which is out right now, PG-13, hour and 47 minutes.
Can't do it.
This was
Can't do it.
Solid. Predator Badlands, which stars Elle Fanning, is set in the future on a remote planet where a young predator, an outcast from his own clan, finds an unlikely ally in Thea, who's played by Fanning, and embarks on a treacherous journey in search of the ultimate adversary. Long film. It is very well done, and it goes back to the movie Prey, which was the other Predator movie that came out before this, which you can find on Hulu right now. Which was also great, directed by Dan Trachtenberg as well. So he's taking this franchise and he's kind of humanizing it a little more and not making it. He's making it more about character and the build up to these action sequences versus just blowing up stuff and killing people and chopping off heads and all. Like he's doing more. Like one of the critics just said, it's less about a brute and more about who this predator is.
Well, it's not going to be out in theaters. I think it's going to be streaming. Actually comes out this month. Selena y los Dinos. Listen, I was young. We were all young. Well, Coyote and I were young when she died. She died in, I think, 93, but she was just a rising...
Was that 93?
I think she was killed in 93. I just love her music, and she was just ahead of her time. She started out as a Mexican artist. They hailed from Corpus Christi, Texas, and her dad got her into a group with her and her brother and sister, and they were singing and stuff, but she was the star, and she rose to it, and then they had her just before her death. She started to do a crossover album in Spanish and English, and then she was murdered. She was murdered by her
Was it the fan?
I think she was she was a friend of the family, but then she was managing the funds for the fan group. Her name was Yolanda, and she was
Yolanda
killed.
Salvador,
she was only 23 years old.
23.
To think she'd be in her 50s right now is insane. And I think honestly, she would have transformed music, and as we know it, like in general, and then also for Latino and Latina population as well. And I think I loved the film with Jennifer Lopez. It was actually really good.
We did have to hit on something before we go into our legends and icons here today.
Talking about
the first teaser is out right now for the film Michael. Give it up.
Well, hopefully it's worth the applause.
Cannot wait.
You think it's going to be
for
good?
This film? I think it's going to be good.
Anton Fuqua is great.
You got director. Listen, Antoine Fuqua. Yeah, I'm all in. Artist.
Woo!
Or legends icon of the whenever we feel like finishing. There's no end date really. But we are on the great, talented, extremely talented Viola Davis. Covered Viola Davis's early career, and the film was Fences that we carried on. Kate, what do we have with Viola today?
All right, well, I'm going to talk about her early work and breakthrough on stage from 1992 to approximately 1999. In 92, Davis starred in her first professional stage role in off-Broadway production of William Shakespeare's comedy As You Like It, as Dennis alongside Elizabeth McGovern at the Delacorte Theater. In 96, she made her Broadway debut in the original Broadway production of August Wilson's Seven Guitars. The play opened on Broadway on March 6 at the Walter Kerr Theater. That same year, she received her Screen Actors Guild card in 1996 for doing one day of work, playing a nurse who passes a vial of blood to future How to Get Away with Murder co-star Timothy Hutton in the film The Substance of Fire. She was paid $518.
Wow.
Davis continued acting off-Broadway in various productions and appeared in bit parts on television, including episodes of NYPD Blue and New York Undercover. She also appeared in the HBO television military comedy film The Pentagon Wars, starring Kelsey Grammer and Carrie Ills. In 98, she played a small role in Steven Soderbergh's crime comedy film Out of Sight. This movie we're going to highlight is another Oscar-nominated film and performance by her. She did not win, but she was nominated in Doubt alongside Meryl Streep and the late and great Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Now, a little bit about Doubt, guys. And on Rotten Tomatoes, it scored pretty well, 78% from the audience and 79% from the critics. The film takes place in 1965. The winds of change are sweeping through Sister Aloysius, Meryl Streep, St. Nicholas School. Father Flynn, played by the late, great Philip Seymour Hoffman, who was just the right amount of disturbing and creepiness. Like, it was
he was disturbing in real life.
Yeah.
I mean, may he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace. A charismatic priest is advocating reform of the school's strict customs, and the first black student has just been accepted. When a fellow nun, played by Amy Adams, tells Sister Aloysius that Father Flynn may be paying too much attention to the student, Sister Aloysius begins a personal crusade against the priest, despite her lack of evidence. Greatness. Like, I cannot express to you, if you're an actor or an upcoming actor, or if you're studying, hopefully your professors or your acting teachers make you watch scenes like this. These one-on-one, just raw emotion. Meryl's great, and then Viola,
the snot out of her left nostril
is so
insane.
You could tell in her facial expression she's conflicted but also worried. And Sister Aloysius, played by Meryl, is trying so hard for her to look beyond the fact that her son is the first being accepted and be like, listen, there is something going on, but I'm not sure. It is beautiful.
Yeah. And I think, the film kind of ended on, it was perfect the way they ended it because it kind of spoke to the title, which is Doubt.
You know what time it is? It is Black Exploit of the week. And this week, we are bringing you the great, the legendary Sidney Poitier. Now, we have talked about Sidney Poitier on old episodes of our Legends and Icons Legends and Icons TV show or segments.
Yeah.
Which you could definitely find on our website.
Absolutely.
ScriptlyAdapted.com.
On our website. It's on our YouTube channel.
On our YouTube channel. Yes,
Yeah.
on our YouTube channel. But Sidney Poitier, born February 1927, passed away on January 6, 2022, was a Bahamian American actor. In 1964, he was the first black actor and the first Bahamian to win the Academy Award for Best Actor. Among his other accolades are 2 competitive Golden Globe Awards, a BAFTA Award, and a Grammy Award.
Love that. And just to go into that for a second, the golden age of Hollywood from about 1927 until the arrival of new Hollywood productions in the 1960s. So it eventually became the most powerful and persuasive style of filmmaking worldwide. Similar terms, classical Hollywood narrative, golden age of Hollywood, old Hollywood, and classical continuity. The period is also referred to as the studio era, which may also include films of the late silent era.
With Love, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, and In the Heat of the Night, one of my favorites. That latter of which earned him a Golden Globe and a BAFTA Award nomination. In a poll the next year, he was voted the U.S. top box office star. Poitier made his directorial film debut with Buck and the Preacher, followed by A Warm December, Uptown Saturday Night, Stir Crazy, and later starred in Shoot to Kill in 1988.
American Negro Theater, gaining his breakthrough film role as a high school student in the film Blackboard Jungle. Poitier gained fame for his leading roles in films such as The Defiant Ones, for which he won the Silver Bear for Best Actor, and became the first African-American to be nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actor. I like that song.
McCrae, welcome back to the show.
Woo!
Scriptly Adapted on Factory Underground Radio. It is Saturday. You can catch us here in Factory Underground Radio every Saturday, 10 a.m. live, UFUT Radio. There's a couple of ways you can listen to us listen to us right now. Radio.com, the Live 365 app. If you just type in Factory Underground Radio, TuneIn, the TuneIn app. And you can find us
at
ScriptlyAdapted.com, our Instagram, Facebook, YouTube at Scriptly Adapted. Join us, follow us, like us. Welcome back to the show.
Do everything you can.
Kate.
Yes.
This comes to your chick flick.
Yeah, you forgot.
For a second, I forgot. The movie?
Yes. This film that
You did change.
I did. Sorry. This film today
I like this film.
Yeah. Well, the one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. You saw it?
Of course I've seen this.
Wait. No. You don't get to say, of course I've seen it, like you've seen every chick flick I've ever talked
one.
about. This is a classic, y'all. This is Now and Then. Absolutely loved this film. This is a quintessential coming of age film. 4 childhood friends gather together to prepare for the birth of Chrissy's baby. Prissy is played by oh gosh.
Brain fart.
Yeah, I did have a brain fart. Oops, I forgot. But anyway, Rita Wilson. Sorry. The adult Chrissy's played by Rita Wilson. They wonder how the girls they were at 12 years old could possibly have become the women they are now. So they do literally flashbacks, which is easy to follow. And the adult versions of them are all in this treehouse. The childhood treehouse that they have, and they all just are reminiscing about their lives and the friendships that they had, and how they navigate life, from crushes to intimacy to college to what they used to do on their free time during the summer. It's just such a great coming of age story, and also just kind of a woman empowerment film. They all go on to be really successful adults. All right, so Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, reportedly returning to acting after an 8-year hiatus.
She needs the money. Your boy Prince Harry,
Man,
he ain't
Harry.
bringing in that check anymore. He got cut off.
I hope they're happy.
Pops is like, listen.
Because I'm not saying it in the shady, like, I hope they're happy. No. I really hope that they are happy and they're fulfilled, because ultimately that's why they left their lifestyle. Jennifer Aniston goes Instagram official with boyfriend Jim Curtis.
Who cares?
I know. I find that very odd. Like, you developed an entire, what could be debilitating disorder after being fitted with a prosthetic. That's just odd to me.
Yesterday, we celebrated my sister Niall's birthday. Give it up for her. She's now a cat lady officially.
Don't play like that. What's wrong with you? You wrote such a nice post that you say things like that.
Now she can't say I'm the only old one in this group. She's officially now crossed the threshold. She's done. She's cooked.
Wow. Woo.
Finished.
I hope she hears this and lays in
Fatality.
Not in your Mortal Kombat voice.
So shout out to her. And then tomorrow.
Wait, how are you going to say that and then say, oh, but, you know.
And then tomorrow.
God bless you.
My mother, Janice's heavenly birthday. Give it up for Janice.
Woo!
You know, she's missed. And you know what's funny? I always think, if she was still alive, what would she want to do for her birthday? I know my aunt and stuff is listening, so I would wonder, what would she want to do for her birthday? I would think go somewhere to eat and fill her up with as much ice cream and sugar as we could possibly do.
Several iterations of this story, but recently came out on Hulu starring Patricia Arquette and a whole slew of other actors. She's excellent. I would not be surprised if she got nominated for a Golden Globe for this. Her performance is excellent. Just chronicles a story. You know, they really were a messed up family.
Yeah, they were jacked
and
up.
I'm not one to pass judgment. Every family has something, but this family just wins the gold medal. Let's wrap it up.
Season 5 of Stranger Things hits November 26th. And when I tell you, every episode is like 2 hours long. Every episode is 2 hours long.
Oh, it's going back to a season. They're not doing a movie.
They're doing the
movie.
season, and every episode is 2 hours plus long.
Yikes.
They are ending with a bang. I cannot wait. I didn't think I was going to get into it because I'm not into that like
Have you seen all the
sci-fi.
seasons?
Yeah.
I first started watching it after season, I don't even know if I made it to season 3, to be honest.
Really?
After that, I was just like, all right, I'm over this.
With Aretha Franklin's Chain, what are we doing? Chain of Fools, y'all. Chain of Fools.
So Chain of Fools is a song written by Don Covey. Aretha Franklin first released the song as a single in '67, and subsequently it appeared on many of her albums. It hit #1 on the Billboard Hot Rhythm and Blues chart and #2 on Billboard's Hot 100. Asked by Jerry Wexler, producer with Atlantic Records, to create songs for Otis Redding, Covey recorded a demo of Chain of Fools, a song he had written in his youth while singing gospel with his brothers and sisters. The recording featured Covey singing and playing guitar, overdubbed with himself singing background. Listening to the demo, Wexler chose to place the song with Aretha Franklin rather than Redding. It became one of her chain of hit singles. So Chain of Fools.
Chain of Fools, y'all. That is our artist highlight of the month and the song of the day. Guys, thank you very much for joining us here at Scriptly Adapted.
Yeah.
It's Saturday. You can catch us every Saturday here on WFUT Radio. Thanks for the support. People who keep listening to us and enjoying the show and giving us commentary and commenting on the show. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We want more people to listen. So if you get that link from us, pass that baby along and be like, yo,
yeah,
they're on. See if they want to listen, y'all. But thank you again. Live from Factory Underground Radio. This is Scriptly Adapted. This is Chain of Fools. Enjoy your Saturday. And yeah. Peace.
Adios. Toodles.
You're just listening to Scriptly Adapted on Factory Underground Radio and Live 365. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Scriptly Adapted.